Welcome to Blazer 3 Risk Management Emergency Action Plan PowerPoint. Let's jump into it. So, risk management. Why is this important? Well, we want to ensure the safety of our staff, including you, our patrons, and our facility as a whole. We designate each of the Blazer positions with specific responsibilities for each emergency that may occur. It is extremely important that each facility has a plan for any emergency that may happen. So for this PowerPoint, we are going to be giving you a description of each facility code, our evacuation procedure, and how you, as a Blazer 3, specifically handle each code. Here you can see our code chart, which is always going to be at the front desk for you to see as well. It is important that you do take the time to learn these things, but you can look at the chart on the desk if need be. Now we're going to jump into each specific code. So when you call a code, you're always going to state the code twice over the radio. You're going to make sure that you call the code and state your location. We do not use the radio once a code is in place, unless it is for the code that is currently going on. For example, when you are calling a code, it will sound something like this. Code blue at the customer service desk. I repeat, code blue at the customer service desk. Once again, you're going to state the code and your location. So, code silver, this is a major medical. Your role as a customer service attendant. So like I said, we are going to be going over your specific role. So do not worry about what others are doing. This is just what you do as an individual if this code were to be called. So for a code silver, you are going to continue normal operations, keep the gates accessible, and continue to let patrons scan into the facility through the turnstiles. When EMS comes, you are going to direct them to the scene. For example, if the code was called on basketball court 4, when EMS enters the building, you're going to hold the gate open and you're going to point down the hall stating, they are on court 4. Examples of a code silver include a patron passing out and not breathing, someone fell and their bone is protruding through their skin, etc. This is anything that is major. A code blue is a minor medical. So as a customer service attendant, you are going to do something very similar. You're going to continue normal operations, keep the gate area accessible, and continue to let patrons scan into the facility. Then if EMS comes, you're going to direct them to the scene. Examples of a code blue include anything from handing out a Band-Aid to someone falling and rolling their ankle playing basketball. This is something minor. A code silver is something major. Code red, which is fire. So with that PA system, you're going to announce that the building is evacuating and everyone must exit. There is a script taped on the desk next to the intercom. You are then going to direct patrons to Heritage Hall. You're going to evacuate the basketball courts, courts 1 through 4. The evacuation route is going to be very similar in every single situation because we do not want you to have to think about what you have to do during an emergency. You are then, once you clear out basketball courts 1 through 4, you're going to radio Blazer 3 all clear, and you're going to meet them at Heritage Hall. Code gray is a tornado, so you're going to announce over the intercom that everyone must take shelter on the ground floor of the facility, and the script is taped on the desk next to the intercom. You are then going to evacuate the basketball courts, courts 1 through 4, radio Blazer 3 all clear, when completed, and then meet everyone on the bottom floor of the facility in that tornado shelter. Code yellow is a power outage, and you are not required to do anything unless a Blazer 1 tells you so. Code violet is violence. No action is required unless this takes place in your immediate area. If this takes place in your immediate area, you're going to call the code and state your location. If something such as a fight were to break out at the front desk, just ask the patrons to stop, do not get involved, and call the code.